Afternoon, El Jefe here. Getting ready to bush hog the 2-acre field and the 1-acre field in preparation for the fall cover crops. The 2-acre field, we're going to put Australian winter peas and winter wheat. And then the 1-acre field, we're going to do crimson clover and winter wheat. So I'm going to show you in a second what it's going to look like before I bush hog it. We'll see what it's going to look like after. And we'll also show you what we're going to do as far as the planting process. Everything's going to be broadcast. And the soil will be cultivated a little bit in order to make sure we got a good seed bed. So, man, get excited. It's time to plant. It's fall. El Jefe out. All right, this is El Jefe here. Here in the 2-acre field, you can see we got sunflowers germinating. We got some still standing, but we're fixing to knock it all down, get it fairly flat, and get ready to put a cover crop on here, okay? All right, El Jefe out. Getting her done, getting her done. Afternoon, El Jefe here. We got the 2-acre field bush hogged. As you can see, everything's nice and flat. We got it ready for putting on the cover crop. Whatever we do cultivating wise and everything, we don't have to knock anything down. We'll just kind of mulch what we got here, and that'll be our seed bed. Getting ready to do the 1-acre field now. As you can see, stuff standing. We also got clouds building in the west, so hopefully we'll be able to get it in, but we're getting ready to mow her down now. So El Jefe out. Morning, El Jefe here. We're at the 2-acre field. You kind of see nice and clean cut. Bush hogged up, got one little thing of grain sorghum. I don't know if you can, it's not gonna let me blow it up, but it's right there standing. We're leaving it. It might make it through all this, but you see what it looks like now. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing to get ready to put out some seed. We got a 1/2 inch of rain yesterday afternoon, and we didn't need it. So I'm having to kind of do some things to where I don't muck up the fields too bad, and we'll see how it works out. But we're at it again, trying to get this window before possible another hurricane makes landfall in the Big Bend in Florida, and it's going to throw some rain and stuff up this way, and probably won't be able to get in the fields until sometime in October, and I'll miss my window to plant. So I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. So stay tuned. El Jefe out. Morning, El Jefe here. So what we got going on here is the field's wet, trying not to rut it up. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to leave a swath within reason. Actually, that first swath, that little narrow swath right there, I left it because sorghum's in it. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. But I left a swath here in the middle for the tractor to drive down with the spreader. So, and it throws about 3 disc swaths on either side. So it'll cover everything I've got tilled in this swath. And then the same goes starting here. We'll get a little overlay here, and then on the far side over there, I hope to be able to drive through that dry section and then spread both places. If one place looks like it's a little thin, I might just have to go for it and see if I can get through there. I'm not going to be pulling anything. I'll just be carrying a spreader, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. But we're going to get the crimson clover, and going to go ahead and throw it out first. It's real fine. I don't even have to open up the spreader door because it's so fine that once I dump it, it's going to start falling out. And it takes about 25 or 30 pounds to the acre. And this field is real close to an acre. So that's what we're going to go with. And then after that, we're going to put about 1.5 bags of winter wheat on top of it. And then on the 2-acre field over here that we have, this is going to be 2 bags of Australian winter peas. And then on top of that, I'm going to put 2.5 bags of winter wheat on top of that. This is about 2 acres. So it's probably a little less than what's desired, depending on whether you're forage or cover crop or what have you. We're going to try these quantities and see how they do. So we're getting close, getting ready to drop the disc and go hook up the spreader and get to spreading. I got soccer games this afternoon, man. We are heading to Whiteville, JV and varsity. So shout out, go Patriots. El Jefe out. Little El Jefe here, the tractor eye view. To kind of see what you got. You got disc swath, undisc swath. We're driving down the undisc swath right now. This is what I'll be driving when I spread. So maybe you can get a little better vantage point. We'll see how it works out. And if out. Afternoon, El Jefe here. So we got the fields done. We got the 2-acre field. We got the Australian winter peas in. We got everything disced under and top sowed with wheat. So we got our Australian winter peas as our legume, however you want to pronounce it. The reason for adding that for the fall crop is it's nitrogen fixing, and you've got the winter wheat that's going to add organic matter in the field. It's going to grow all fall, all winter, and then in the spring we'll either no-till through it, we'll round it up and then no-till through it, or we'll just round it up, till it in, and then, and then go through our planting process. So behind me, we have the power line field. You see the tractor there too. It's done. I just finished up with it. And that one has crimson clover, which is also nitrogen fixing, along with winter wheat as well. So it's been, the swaths that we left worked really well for the most part. The fields actually, since I dissed it this morning the first time, it kind of allows some of that moisture to evaporate, so it made the field a little more drivable. There's still some wet spots in it, but those open lanes that I didn't disc actually worked pretty well in turning with the spreader and, going down one direction all the way down each swath and then reversing and going back. And then, of course, I start doing some diagonals to use the rest of the seed. The only, I guess, negative thing that may have happened today, what did happen, I don't know that it's going to affect anything, is that the clover seed, the crimson clover seed, is so small. When I say small, it's probably like a number 9 shot size. And even with the doors closed on the spreader, it still gets past the doors a little bit. So, I mean, you'll get a few peas here or there that'll drop through. A little bit of the wheat will drop through, but the clover is so small, a lot of it dropped through. So I was running low gear, let's see, I was going low range, 4th gear, which is topped out in the low range position on the Massey Ferguson. And I probably should have been running 1st gear, high range. Hopefully we got good coverage with crimson. I know some spots got a lot of coverage. but I think it's going to work out. Like I said, it's in the field, so it's going to help out for sure. Hopefully the moisture in the ground is going to germinate good and everything. We don't get like 20 inches of rain this weekend from this tropical storm that's supposed to move through Florida as a hurricane. Then of course it'll downscale it to a tropical storm or depression, but we're going to get some rain out of it. Let's hope it's not much. But you know, you got the window, you got to put in the work, get the stuff in the ground, or else that window will close and you'll be pissing your money away. So hey, it's done. We leave it in God's hands now to bring it up, and hopefully we'll get a bountiful harvest. But regardless, I enjoyed doing it. You know, if nothing comes up, it was still fun. You know what I'm saying? Not a whole lot of money spent, but trying to make it better than I found it. I just want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for everything he's done for me, because all good things are because of him. El Jefe out.